Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today we'll be going over the Iiwey DC03 dash cam menu. The first thing we have to do is format the micro SD card in the computer first, which is different from the normal you format in the dash cam first. On this case, you have to format the micro SD card in the computer first. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing you want to do is get your micro SD card adapter. Insert the micro SD card into the adapter. Insert the adapter into the media slot of your computer or laptop. Once you insert your micro SD card, what you want to do is go to the left. This is a Windows computer, so this is what I have. And the bottom left, under the removable drives of your libraries, you'll see a picture of an SD card. This one says SDHC with parentheses E for the E drive. Right click it, highlight format, and then press enter, which is the left button of your mouse. And right now you see FAT32 is under the file system. That is what you want. You want to go ahead in the bottom, hit start. Once you hit start, it'll give you a warning that formatting will erase all the data on this disk. You're going to say OK. Once your format is complete, you now are able to insert your micro SD card into your dash cam. And from your dash cam, you'll have to format it there as well. This dash cam only has 5 buttons: an M, arrow up, an icon with just lines in it, which is probably going to be the menu, arrow down, and the OK button. So M, I'm thinking, is probably going to be the mode button, but let's take a look just in case. Yep, it's the mode. Right now we're at picture mode, and right now we're at playback mode. So the M is the mode button. Now so the next one with the icon with the lines in it is going to be the settings. So let's go ahead and hit that. Now it does have 2 menus. This menu looks exactly like the Path to Link dash cam menu. Alright, so the format is going to be under the settings icon, which is the one that has an open end wrench on it. So we're going to hit the settings button one more time, and then the format is usually at the very bottom, so we're going to go arrow up to go the opposite way. We're at format. Luckily this camera does have an OK button, so let's hit the OK. We're going to arrow down to hit OK, and now we hit OK button. Please wait, it's formatting. Now let's go back to the main screen. Okay, we're at the main screen. The card is formatted. We're going to hit OK just to see if it starts recording. And yes, it does. It starts recording. And since I pressed it manually, the lock button is on. I'm going to hit OK one more time, and it turns it off. Alright, now we're going to hit the arrow down button, and we toggle our camera, as you could see there, as we are recording. Alright, so now let's get into the menu. We're going to hit OK to stop the recording. Okay, we're back at the main menu. I press menu. We're at the first one. Okay, now let's arrow down and let's hit the resolution. Hit OK. So we have a 1080 Full HD, which is 1920 by 1080. Then we have the 1080 by 1440 and the 720. So we're going to go to the highest resolution. We're going to hit OK. So that's the resolution. The next one is loop recording. We're going to arrow down, hit OK. Now just to let you know, this camera does heat up from the sun. I'm touching it and it's hot because it has a metal brace around it. So that metal part does get hot. So on the loop recording, we have 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and we also have a 5 minute. So loop recording, remember, automatically deletes the oldest recording so you don't have to manually erase anything. So we're going to keep it on 5 minutes. All right, next one is the exposure. We're going to hit OK. Right now it's at 0, 0. This is you have a plus 1/3, and then you have underneath it is a negative 1/3. I'm going to keep mine at regular at 0. We're going to hit OK. Next one down is motion detection. We're going to hit OK, and we're going to turn this on. All right. Now, in order for this to work, your camera needs to be on at all times. In order to do that, you need a hard wire kit that keeps your dash cam on, where it does not drain your battery. So at a certain point, it will stop the power going to the camera, so that way your battery doesn't get discharged. Okay. Now this camera also has a backup battery, but it's only a small charge. So you would only have a small segment. It will turn on for like 25 seconds and then it'll turn back off. Now if it keeps doing it over and over, well, of course you're going to run out of battery. All right, now we're going to arrow down to record audio. We're going to turn this off and on. I'm going to leave this one to on, so that way it can record everything inside the car. It has dates down. All right, we're going to keep this on or off. This is like a simple, like your cell phone or any other camera you have. You could put the date on the video or picture. I'm going to leave that at on. So as I'm reviewing my files, I could simply look at the date, of course, of the file, but the video will also have the date and time of the video. G sensor, we could put this on off. You could turn the G sensor off, high, medium, or low. Okay, now a G sensor, again, if you're in a collision, it automatically locks that video when it senses a collision, and then it will save that video you can use for your insurance. Now if you're also in a major city where you do a constantly lot of braking, then your G sensor is going to go off a lot. So then you might want to adjust your sensitivity. So right now I'm going to keep it on medium just to see if I have any hard braking videos that come up. But depending on how sensitive the sensor is, I'm going to put mine on medium. And the way you know is when you're driving and you're braking, you can view your camera, just glance at it, and if it has that the lock symbol on, the key, that means you did a hard brake and it's recording it as a locked video. All right, next we have HDR. This is high dynamic range there. Again, I'm going to leave this on, and we'll explain this more in the feature video. All right, now we have a resolution, which, okay, we're back at the main screen. Now that we're back at the main screen, we're going to head out to the settings by hitting menu one more time. Now you can see the settings icon is highlighted in blue. So now it has park mode. Okay, so let's get into park mode. You can set this on or off. So we're going to go ahead and set this on. Again, you're going to need the hard wire kit to have it on at all times. This is like the motion detection. But park mode, if your car is parked, the camera's off, and a shopping cart runs into your car or somebody hits your car, it'll automatically start recording a 25-second video of that, and it'll shut right back off, and it'll also be a locked video. So you can set this on or on. All right, here we go, where we set the date and time. So right now it's on 2020. We're going to change it to 2021. All right, once we got that, we hit OK. The month, let's go ahead and hit July. Whoop. We'll warm up, hit OK. Now what we're doing, we're using the arrows up or down. Okay, let's go to, I think today's July the 24th, so I'm going to arrow up. Ooh, this thing is hot, so be careful when you're working on that. We're going to hit OK. Now I do live in Texas. It's probably about 101 right now, so that's why more. So I should probably put a sun screen on here, the sun visor on. Okay, so now the time is 0 here. Okay, so let's arrow down. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, see how it goes to 23. So this is 11 p.m. all right, so let's set this to 4 p.m. so we're going to arrow down to 16. So that's the p.m. Now if you want to go to, if you're in AM, if you're saying this, go below 12. And then see, this is 10 a.m. All right, so this is like the military time. I'm gonna go up to 16 to make sure we set 4 o'clock. And let's go, it's 4:17, so we're good. So let's just keep hitting okay. All right, once we're done with everything, we're just gonna hit the menu button back. And we're back to the main screen. And now we're gonna go to screensaver down. So let's hit down to screensaver. All right, so what the screensaver is, if you want you to view your screen at all times, like you don't want the screen to turn off, you leave it on off. Now, if you want your screen to turn off after 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, let's see if there's any other increments. That's it. So your screen will be on, and after whatever segment you put it on, it will turn off. Okay, so if you want 3 minutes, you know, you want to start your car, you start driving. As you're driving, you glance at it, you see everything's working, the red dot is there, then you know for a fact that your camera is working. Not to say it's not going to work, but that would be reason why you want to have these on at 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minutes. Your preference, it's up to you. I'm going to hit off to keep the screen on at all times. All right, beep sound. We're going to hit okay. And this pretty much the beep is the sounds you're hearing right here. That's the beep sound. But we're gonna leave it on so you can see me scroll through the menu. All right, let's go down. This is language. And again, language is up to you. Whatever language you want. I'm gonna keep mine on English. And go one more down to frequency. Let's hit okay. Again, right now it's on 50, or you want it on 60 hertz. We're gonna set this one on 60 hertz. If you're living in the US, this is what you wanna have it on, okay? So we're gonna hit okay. Now the next one down is format. Again, we went through format in the beginning. Let's go through it one more time. We're gonna hit okay. Arrow down to okay. Remember, once you format your card, you delete everything on your card. Okay? Please wait, it goes back. Default settings, if you don't like the settings that's on your camera, you're giving it to somebody else, you want them to reset their settings, you could go through this and then arrow down to record everything back to the default settings. But we're not going to do that, so we're going to hit cancel and go back. And next one is your version you're working at right here. And that should be it for the main menu. So now let's hit menu to go back to the main screen. Let's go over the other features for this dash cam. Now, let's go over in case you're driving and you see an incident and you want to lock that video. The way you do it, as you can see, it's recording with the red dot blinking and the numbers changing here, the record time. We're going to hit the mode button one time, and then you'll see a lock symbol come out, which is basically, the lock symbol is a key. That means your video is locked and will not be deleted. That's how you lock it. Now, if you did that by mistake, just press it one more time and it turns off. So if you lock a video because an incident is happening and your loop recording is 5 minutes, at 5 minutes, the locked video is not going to be locked anymore because a new video is starting to record. If the segment takes longer than your loop recording, you got to constantly press the M button to keep the video locked. Now, this is not just for this camera, this is pretty much for all cameras. Now let's go over some more buttons that we have. Now, in order to turn off the camera, you know, while you're driving, or you just want to turn it off, if it's recording, just simply press OK and it will stop recording. Then hold the button down for like 2 to 3 seconds, let go until it starts turning off, and then that's how you work that. Now, if you want to turn it back on, hold it down for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and it will turn back on. And there it goes. So let's go over the icons now for the menu. On the top left, there is a icon of a video camera. This means you are on video mode. On the right side of that, you see the blinking red dot. That means your video is recording at the moment, or your cam is recording. Now to the right of that, you'll see you have a microphone, which means the audio is on. To the right side of that, you have a G, which represents G sensor. So that means your G sensor is on. To the right of that, you have the red numbers circling, which means that is your recording time. And right now it is at 1 minute and seconds are continually going. To the right of that, if I could see right, you have a 1080 FHD at the top right, which means that that's what the resolution is on at the present time. Now on the bottom left, you have a blue micro SD card icon. This means that you have a micro SD card in the dash cam. If there was a red X next to it, then it would mean that there is no micro SD card in the dash cam. Now underneath that icon, you have a icon with a battery and also with a plug on it. That means it is charging the backup battery right now. On the top left, under the video mode icon, you have a circle with another video icon and a number on it, which means that this is the loop recording, and it's at 5-minute loop recording there. Now underneath that, you have the HDR, which you can see my fingers at right there. That means the HDR technology is active and working. Underneath that, you have the date and you have the time. And that is it for the icons. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos. If you would like to learn how to install this dash camera, I'll provide a link for you on the top right of the screen. Okay, now let's go over the mode right here on the top right button, the mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the mode. Well, first we just turn off the video. Let's hit OK to turn it off. To turn off the recording, we're going to hit M to go to mode. And right now it's at picture mode. Okay, so how do we take a picture? We're going to hit OK. You heard that? That is your picture taking mode. It's taking pictures. Now they're kind of the same way. So let's turn the camera around to the side and hit. And you can hear how it's taking pictures. All right. So the first one, the main screen, was your video. All right. That's, of course, you're driving your vehicle, and that's your video mode. Taking pictures, as we just did, is a picture mode. Now the next one, we're going to press it one more time, is your playback mode. All right. Now you can see the yellow file name, PICA, which is the pic, and you see the JPG, which is the JPEG. All right, so now let's scroll down to see the other pictures we had. Now this one has a little movie icon, where that one had a playback button, which is for the pictures, and now it has a film icon. So let's press OK. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but you could hear me talking while we were making a segment of this video. So that is your playback. Let's hit OK to stop the video and scroll down to get to the next videos. And you can see on the lock symbol how this is a lock video. So that means this one would not be erased under the loop recording. It would erase other files, but not this one. Arrow down again. We go back to the pictures. Oh, it's hot. All right, there you go. So those describe the mode. So let's go back to the main screen. Now we went back to the main screen. We're here. If you want to start recording, we hit OK to start recording. Now let's go back, turn that off, mode, and let's go to the picture. Let's go over that setting. So let's hit the menu button to go to settings. Now here we have the resolution. Hit OK. Now this one has it at different, a 12 megapixel, 10 megapixel, 8 megapixel, 5 megapixel. It goes to 3 to 2 to 1.3. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and keep it back at the 12 because we want high quality pictures. Now, the higher the resolution, the more files your micro SD card is going to have. So limit your pictures, which to me, I don't see why we should be taking pictures with a dash cam, which everybody pretty much has a cell phone, unless you're cell phone is destroyed while you're in an accident, then yes, I could see that. So we're gonna hit OK. We're gonna go to sequence, we're gonna hit OK. You could turn this off or on. And this is again is, let's see, for your still pictures, off or on. We're gonna keep ours on. That way it keeps the numbers continuous. Quality, you want fine, normal, or economy. Well, if we're choosing 12 megapixels, we want fine. Sharpness, again, if you want to mess with that, we're going to keep that as strong. Arrow down. White balance. Let's see, ISO, exposure. Those are all your typical camera settings. Anti-shaking. Oh, sorry, we went to that. Let's go to auto shaking. We're going to keep that on. So as your dash cam's moving, you're taking a picture and so forth, you want to keep that on. Let's go down to a quick view. Yeah, let's put it for when you're taking a picture, if you want to view for 2 seconds or 5 seconds. So you take a picture, it'll display for 2 seconds. Now if you want to take continuously, let's leave it off. So I'm going to leave it on off. That way I don't miss anything. Date stamp, again, if you want to put it on, and we're gonna hit yes, date and time. When you take a picture, that stamp is in your picture. Okay, let's hit to the settings. The next one, the blue icon. Again, this is all from the regular dash cam, park mode, screensaver, and all that. So we're gonna bypass that. And we're back at the main screen. Now here, your icons. You have a picture of a camera, which means it's on the picture mode. Here you have the hands like this. The hand symbol, the hands icon is your shaking. Now the next symbol to the right of the hands is your sequence. To the right corner right, you have a 12 megapixel. That's your resolution you're at. Underneath the stars, I'm not too sure about that one. I have to get back to that one. The blue micro SD card means there's an SD card in there. Underneath the micro SD card symbol, we also have a battery with the power cord. That means it's charging the backup battery. Starting from the top left of the picture mode, you have the exposure icon, the AWB settings, the ISO exposure icons, and then underneath that you have the date and the time once again. Now let's hit M to go back to the main screen, and we're back at the main screen. At this time, I ask you to hit that subscribe button, select all notifications for all upcoming videos. If this video was helpful, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, because you know I appreciate that from you. For watching, and don't forget to subscribe.